Hello, good day. Today I will teach you how to use our web application, Flowplan. First, let's log in. Sign in with Google. Then, we already have a project inside. So, all we need to do is create a new project. Let's say we are creating a website. So, website, let's put it website. Okay, create a project. Then, okay, it will now display the project website below. Click this website to start the project planning. So in here, you will see the dashboard. So in the dashboard, we have the summary, product backlog, sprint backlog, and the scrum board. So in the summary, you can see here the finished task, reported task, the created tasks, and the members. In the members, you can invite your members in your project. So in just sending the request on their email. Once the request has been sent, it will notify the the email to their Gmail accounts. Or maybe if they already have the log if they already log into the Flowplan, they will also see the invitation inside. So let's go close this. Now we have the status overview, which is the what are the pending, to do, in progress, and done to the task. Then priority breakdowns. This is the stories. What should we do? Good, or maybe we can do, or the unset, uh, not set yet. Yes, that list of the members and the workload. So in here, it will list who are the members of your team. So and their workloads. After that, we can now start creating a story. So first step is going to the product backlog. So in the product backlog, we can see here that we have two text field. The first one is I want to able to. The second one is so that I can. In here, let's say uh, I want to able to log in to the website so that I can access my credentials in the website. Create the story. And it will appear the story you created. In here, as you can see, the sprint is the sprint, the priority, and the status are still default. So let's change the statuses by clicking the story. So clicking the story. So in here, change the sprint into one. So since we only have one sprint, so put it on one first, then status, to do, in progress, done, or unset. So let's put it in to do. The priority is should, good, maybe, and unset. So in login login form is a priority. So let's say it should be implemented. So put it in should. So save it. It will now change the story. It will now update the story. After that, we can now proceed on the next step, which is the sprint backlog. So in the sprint backlog, as I mentioned, the sprint is setting your story in a group. So you set the sprint your story in a to the sprint one. So you can either add a new one for making a new group or removing it. But warning, it will affect your task you created inside. So let's go proceed to the sprint one. Now, the story we created will now display inside. So as a user, I want to able to log in to the website so that I can access my credential in the website. Click the story you created, then it will display the story task. So the story task will show you how many tasks are being assigned inside. So let's create a task. Add a new task. Let's say mock-up of the login form. Design mock-up for the login form, which is for the definition of done. Then accumulated time, let's say we need 3 hours to finish this task. So add the task, then it will now display the task you created. Now let's add a new task again. Let's say this time is the front end of the login form. Layout of the login form in the website. Let's say 4 hours to finish that task. Then next is, let's say, the back end of the login form. So what is the definition of done of the back end? Let's say functional login form. Accumulated time, difficulty, how difficult it is. Let's say 3 hours to finish that task. Add the new task, add the task, then there you go. We have now 3 tasks. So let's say your project manager needs to finish this until 5 days. 5 days. So in here we have the start sprint. So start new sprint. So in here it says 1 week, 1 or weeks. Then let's change it to days. Then change it to 5. Then start the sprint. It will now start the sprint below. So in here the deadline will be appear below. So sprint 1 time left 4 days, 23 hours, 59 minutes and 45 seconds. Once we started the sprint, we can now proceed on the Scrum board. So in the Scrum board, you can see now what are the tasks you created inside. So in here, as you can see, there is a status and unset. So the unset is for assigning the member. So you cannot transfer the task on the other group. So because it's not set yet. Please assign the task first before changing the status. So let's assign it first. So let's assign to Ace. Here you go. Now it's assigned. As you can see, there is a problem inside here. the color are gray. So what do you mean by gray? So each assigned member has should have a different color on their assignment. So we need to go to the summary to change that color. So on the summary, let's go to the member and edit that color. So editing the color, let's change it to blue. It will change your member color into blue. Also, will change also into your uh, on the profile above. Once we are done, we can now proceed back to the Scrum board. Now, as you can see now, all the assigned tasks to you has a blue color. Other tasks will be different, like this unset should be gray or always gray. So let's assign it to you again. The assign to Ace, it will change the color into blue. Now we are done on assigning the task. We can now we can now set we can now set the task into do, in progress, and to the done. So let's say we need this task. We are doing now this task. Then let's say you are now making the mock-up for the login form. So it will now make it the status to in progress. So once it's done, drag it to done, it will now set into default. So you cannot drag it, you cannot do anything from it. So once you are done, you can now proceed to another task. So in the Scrum Master side, it will notify the Scrum Master in the summary if there is a done task of the members. So as you can see here in the reports, there is a one notification. All you need to do of the Scrum Master is to click that reports. It will display the project updates. So the task owner is Ace Aguilar. So task mock up of the login. Then story is login to the website. So let's say the Scrum Master didn't like the coloring of that mock-up. So let's say he declined it, then add that project, then add a comment. So it will notify the member that the Scrum Master didn't like that color. So let's say change the color of the mock-up design. After declining it, it will notify the member who is assigned to that task. As you can see, the member has a new notification, which is the task name, mock-up of the login form, definition of done, design for the login form, the comment, change the color of the mock-up design. So put it okay. As you can see here, there is a red spot here, which means there is a unread comment. So once the mouse is hovering in the task, it will appear the comment that the Scrum Master gave to the member, and the spot the spot here will change to gray once it is red. Let's transmit. Let's put it into the done again. Then let's say the task has been completed. So just accept it. No need to put a comment inside. So just accept it. Then it will now approve a task. Task notification. Task name markup of the login. Definition of done. Design for the login form. Comment is approved. So the Scrum Master has been approved this task. So no need uh, to work on this. So they already finished this task. So as in here, they already have commented approved. There you go. So as you as you can see here in the summary, we are now having a counts of the task and the story. So in here, we still have one member. We have created 3 tasks for that day. So the back end of the login to the story login website. So the reported is the task owner, task markup of the login form, story login form. Then the finished task. So in the finished task is what are the finished tasks? So task owner is regular markup of the login form, 3 hours. Date finish is 2022 10/26. Once you are finished to the sprint, you can now stop the sprint. Are you sure do you want to stop the sprint? We'll set the status to story to that. So if you stop it, it will change the status of the story into done. So there you go. So so there you go. I hope you understand my tutorial how to use the Flowplan. So thank you for listening. Hope this can help you to create a project that you are creating right now, or a thesis for your thesis defense. Thank you and good day.